striving to be the most dominant ever, the hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments, cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him, cause they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from the Superdome. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Young wasting no time, right to the air. And that's incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And Young's throw there, incomplete.
Against a team coming up a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and hoping for a incompletion.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Young. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And they'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. Open man right side is Tony. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. They'll try again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll give to Hall. We'll get this up to about the 44. And you look at the Saints defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Ball again on 2nd down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Young, he's going to change it up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go again with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on the quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Young. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Hall want to give up the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. And McClure in the motion man right. Third and short yardage. Young. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 69 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Ball again on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. In motion right is Johnston. Young on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. In motion right is Johnston. Young to throw on 4th. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The Jackson going to hold on to it again. He'll pitch it back.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Reggie Gilliam, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a 2nd and 6. The play fake. Now Young. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, Young. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put... And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. We're his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the extra point. And it's 21-3. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and through. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do it. Oh, Young loses it. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Throwing, Young.
It's reeled in downfield by Johnston.
It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now a first down throw for Young. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line.
Now Young going to move them around.
Young now looking to throw on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Black shot. Yellow, go. Ready.
They'll throw again. Young. Flushed out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Young now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
103 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To the 43, second down. Here's 2nd and 7.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Jackson, option right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
An audible here to get a new look.
Yo.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First and 10, Young. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10.
Hey, green.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 3rd and 19. Now Young here, you can see changing the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion right goes Higgins. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he gets it down to the 32. 152 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson now. This pass complete to Higgins. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Now a throw here to his running back, finding space at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Young looks to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Quentin Johnston, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ready?
On play action, Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Young is going to change it up.
Red, cycle. Green gap. Blue, black. Ready.
Now Young, throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he bowls over it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's